Logically, I'm the one, not the 2, 3. Mind so good, I be moving stress free. Every time I drop, you won't have a think piece. Never forcing no vibe, I'm just doing me. They be like, where you from? The Bury. Got my own sauce, in control of my story. Walk through like a boss, I ain't worried. Haitian girl, name Neff. What a dream. It's your girl Neff from the bar, and we back with another episode of Logical Minds. We on episode 73. How you guys been? I've been coolin', chillin', vibing per usual. We're gonna get right into it. We are on the I Am Healing the Third Eye Chakra Part 2. I can't believe we are almost done with the chakras. We got 2 more weeks left of the chakras, and then we're back to the regular programming as far as talking about political things, celebrity things, and just things that I want to talk about. But yeah, let's get right into the book. The Third Eye Chakra is all about trusting your intuition and inner vision. The following meditations, crystal techniques, essential oil applications, and yoga postures will help you connect with what you may be holding in this chakra. And most importantly, initiate connection with this energy vortex within you so you may be open into the wisdom it holds. To increase your connection with your third eye chakra, make sure you drink unfluoridated water. Fluoride califies the pineal gland. Oh my god. Excuse me, LMG. The pineal gland, which is related to the third eye, and effective water purification system is helpful for this purpose. And then it has the meditations and crystals and everything of that nature. Let me turn on the fan. All right. Let's get into the questions. Third eye chakra is all about intuition and divine wisdom, and it manages how you see the world, both physically with your eyes as well as how you interpret the world with your eyes closed. Improving this chakra improves your connection with concentration and your imagination and your ability to connect within the world around you. All right. Question number 1. What award did you receive growing up that you were most proud of? I didn't receive a lot of rewards growing up, I'm not gonna lie. Like, that's one of the things that would piss me off as a kid, just cause, like, I wasn't getting validated like that. Like, so I don't really have an achievement or an award that I'm proud of. Question number 2. What do you think I dream about the most? I feel like I dream about my future in my own house, still uploading, creating my community, my core support base, and being able to travel wherever I go and just be financially free. Like, I dream about that a lot. Question number 3. What is the most beautiful thing you have seen lately? The sky was very beautiful this one night. It was like purple and pink, and it lasted for about like 25 to 30 minutes for real, and it was really nice scenery. I wish I had took a picture of it, but sometimes the pictures don't come out as far as the pictures don't look like the actual thing when you look at it with your eyes and stuff. Question number 4. What do you think you're the most proudest about yourself? I'm proud of my will to keep going, my will to get up and to still put in that work, put in the effort. Especially with this podcast, I feel like I've been putting a lot of effort behind the scenes and even on the scene as far as creating my production and doing the best that I can to upload every week. I'm very grateful that I have this schedule and I have this regimen that I'm staying on. Question number 5. What am I thinking about right now? I'm thinking about smoking. I'm not gonna lie. I'm thinking about editing my episode when I get done out of here and getting some food and some grub and just watching some shows and just relaxing for the night. That's exactly what I'm thinking about. Question number 6. When was the last time you felt a sense of deja vu? The last time I felt deja vu was like actually like recording music. Like when I first started making music, it just gave this essence that I was supposed to be here, that I was supposed to record, that I was supposed to create my artistry, and it gave me deja vu because I'm like, I really do enjoy making music, and I do enjoy having my own artist name, Ep.74. I'm thinking about changing it to Divine 9. I'm not sure, but right now it's Ep.74. Yeah, that's where I get my deja vu sometimes. Question number 7. What idea of yours was celebrated by your peers? I feel like my idea to do podcasting was celebrated by my day ones, my people who actually give a fuck and things of that nature. When I first came up with this idea, it was I had a combination of negative reaction and a positive reaction, but the positive reactions I'm very grateful for. It was really nice to have people be in your corner when you are presenting something. Question number 8. What recent conflict have you had when you were fully concerned with the other person's emotions? I would say myself, honestly speaking, like when I am going through something mentally or just emotionally, I check in with myself, I journal, I talk to myself. If I gotta make a song, I make a song about it. And I come on here, rant, and get my shit off on here. Like, I feel like I care about myself emotionally a lot. Question number 9. What do you think your perspective is to how you get along with your family? My perspective right now is that we're getting along, but it's still rocky because as far as my mom, like, she just seems like she can just call me just to complain about dumb shit. And it's really annoying because I don't do that to her. If I gotta complain, I'll just complain and get it off and then move and go about my business and move around. But with her, it's not the same. It's not the case. Like, she wants to be heard. She wants to be this queen, like this centerpiece of my life, and she's not, and she won't ever be. And it probably sounds harsh, but like when it comes down to my relationship with my mom, like I know how that shit was and I know how it is. And when it comes down to the perspective, it's like rocky, but we're getting along, if that makes sense. I don't really know how to explain it. Question number 10. What activity are you engaging in when you feel your memory is at its strongest? I feel like for me, it would be making music, honestly speaking. I feel like my memory is on go. Like, I remember my lyrics. Like, when I'm making my music videos, like, I only made 2 videos, I'm not gonna lie. Like, but as far as continuing to make more videos, I would say remembering my lyrics and just performing and just getting it done. And I can't wait to display more music and display more videos. I definitely am cooking up my mixtape. It's actually done already, but I just need a set date as far as getting it out there because I want you guys to hear it and I want you guys to get a new perspective of me, especially since y'all hear me on here every week. So it's like just doing the best that I can for my music. All right, let's get into the shadow work. The should that silence me. All right. We all carry invisible contracts handed down by family, culture, religion, school, and survival. They sound like you should wake up earlier, you should do more, you should be grateful instead of wanting more. These shoulds are often mistaken for self-discipline, and they are really fear in costume. What are the shoulds I've internalized about how I must live, work, parent, love, or heal? The shoulds that I've internalized about work, love, parents, and heal is like I should listen to my parents no matter what. I should prioritize my parents' emotional needs before my own. I should love outside of myself. Healing is not something that is going to be required unless you go to church or pray. Working, you have to work. You have to do the job. You have to just go out there and just be on some slave timing for real when it comes to work. Like, it's been a lot of things that are just outside of myself that I've internalized, that's been passed down to me by my parents. My parents did a horrible job as far as giving me the right tools emotionally and spiritually. Like I'm not even gonna hold you, because looking back, it's like, damn, niggas was not trying to put me in the right direction at all. Where did they come from? Whose voice did they actually belong to? They came from my parents, and they come from the voice of my parents. Like, they're not from here, so off bat, they come with their own shoulds. They come with their own things that they've internalized in their own country, and they think that they can bring that here and have children and raise a child to be Haitian, but forget that they're American. Is insane work on some real shit, especially since I'm saying we as if me and my sister, but I've never been to Haiti, and you've never attempted to take me. So it's like, how am I supposed to be this Haitian person that you expect me to be, and I haven't even did the basics, which is go visit the country. Like, what has it cost me to obey them? It has cost me my freedom. It has cost me my confidence. It's cost me my mental sanity, my spiritual sanity. Like, there's a lot of things that I had to do that I did not want to do just to keep them happy, just to keep them at afloat. And it's so insane that a child has to do that, but that's the dynamic that they created, and it's always been horrible. It's always been a horrible dynamic. The performance contract. Discipline isn't inherently bad, but when it's born of fear, it becomes a performance. That's a fact. You show up, but not as you. You do the ritual, but feel no joy. You say yes, but it drains you. What routines, roles, or relationships do I maintain out of obligation and not love? Honestly speaking, the relationship with my mom. Like, I love my mom, but like, the relationship that we have right now is not love. Like, it's definitely obligation. It's definitely routine. It's definitely work related. It's definitely not submerged in a loving relationship that I always craved and always wanted, but I'm never gonna get it because she never wants to give it to me, if that makes sense. Like, she's the parent. Like, you're supposed to introduce me to a world of love that you never introduced me to. So when it comes to love, I had to really interpret and create my own definition outside of that, and that shit really hurt. That shit really does hurt. Where do I feel resentment but force myself to stay consistent? I feel resentment working at the store. I'm not gonna lie, because I feel like my mom doesn't feel like I'm putting in any work, which I understand, but also at the same time, I did end up going I did end up going in the ward this year, so that obviously gave me some setback mentally and physically as far as who I am and how I want to show up in this world. What part of me believes I have to earn rest, love, or ease? That's that insecure people pleaser in me that feels like I have to do things to earn this, to earn that, when in reality I am supposed to just be given it to me. Like, if you're my parent, why did you create me? Why did you create me just for me to earn this, to earn that? Nigga, please. You didn't earn me. You created me. You knew you was pregnant with me for 9 months. You had 9 months to mentally prepare yourself to have a child into this world that was going to grow up and eventually have their own mind and their own opinions and their own way of doing things, period. Especially since we are not cut from the same cloth, because I'm American and you're not. Let's start there. Like, being raised in America is completely different than being raised in Haiti. And again, it's always a constant battle, because it's like my experience doesn't matter. My experience shouldn't be spoken about. And that causes more unhealthy tension, unhealthy back and forth, unhealthy like conversations. Just off the bat, that I have to be so understanding about where you're from, about how you was raised, but fuck how I was raised. Fuck what, because you think how I was raised was 100% perfect. If it was 100% perfect, I would have never ended up in the fucking psych ward. Let's start there. Because I'm still at the crib, I'm still at home. You know what I mean? Like, let's be realistic. Like, I've always had this type of energy behind what I'm saying, and it's even more now because I'm grown, and how I feel as a grown up, it's like, that's just how I feel. Now, imagine a version of you who chooses from nourishment, not fear. Who rests because they trust themselves. Who creates because they're full, not because they're chasing proof. What does that version of me now? What does that version of me know that I've forgotten? That version of me that chooses nourishment, not fear. Forgotten that when it comes down to somebody choosing not to show up, it has nothing to do with me. It has everything to do with themselves, because they're not showing up how they need to for themselves. So of course they're not going to show up for those who need them the most. Of course they're going to use that as a form of manipulation or a form of control, and, you know, just a way to show like, oh, I'm not going to show up the way that you want me to show up because I had it different growing up. Like that is so childish to me. That's what I've forgotten. What does devotion look like in my body, in my days, in my voice? Devotion looks like showing up for like myself when it comes to work, showing up for myself when it comes to school, showing up for myself when it comes to creating this podcast every week and editing and making sure it's uploaded and just making sure that I look healthy. Like, I haven't been working out, but I definitely am going to get back into it. So working out, eating right, drinking my water, and just doing the best that I can. What am I being invited to return to, not force? What am I being invited to return to, not force? I don't really understand that question, I'm not gonna lie, so we're just gonna skip past that. Alright, we're gonna say these affirmations out loud. I revoke all contracts that confuse performance with love. I return to what feeds me. I am done obeying what empties me. I choose devotion. I choose what nourishes. I choose myself. Let this be your vow, not to do more, but to be more honest about what you need. Period. That was a great shadow work. Yeah, that was great. Now let's get back into the questions. Question number 10. What activity are you engaging in when you feel like your memory is at its strongest? Oh, wait, we already did that. Question number 11. What are you doing when your imagination is at its best? I'm making music. Like, literally, making music allows me to imagine myself in my own house, chilling with whatever drink I got in my hand, whether it's wine, hot chocolate, water, like, you know what I mean? Just chilling, blasting my music, listening to my music is such a blessing for me, because I'm just so grateful that I can create it, and watching my music videos, seeing what I can do on that and just getting the best content out for myself musically. Question number 12. When have you had anxiety recently, and how did you move past it? So I've had anxiety my whole life, honestly speaking, and how to move past it is just to tell yourself like you're safe in this moment. Unless you're really not safe, then you gotta go seek that safety. But in reality, most of the time I'm definitely in a position where I am safe. So it's like telling myself like, okay, oh, excuse me, telling myself like, okay, you're here, just breathe, just take it in, name 5 things that you see, name 3 things that you hear, 2 things that you see, like things like telling myself like, okay, like, let me focus on this, let me focus on that, changing my focus, changing my mindset as far as overthinking, because my anxiety comes from overthinking about the bad stuff for sure. Question number 13. What is a thought that you've had recently that you felt was psychic? A thought that I had was, before getting this studio space, I had a feeling that I was gonna have my own space here, and it was before I even spoke to anybody about it, and I just had my ideas going, and I was like, nah, this is gonna be my place, and boom, it happened. It's like I manifested it, and it happened, and I'm very grateful. Question number 14. What happened the last time you overreacted to something one of your parents said or did? The last time that happened, like, I'll say this was back at our old house. I overreacted because we were arguing. I don't remember what we was arguing about, but I was like packing my stuff up, and I was like, I just wanted to leave because I didn't want to be there anymore. And it was just one of those things where she was acting like she didn't say things that triggered me or purposely triggered me, or she acted like the things that came out of her mouth were just supposed to come out of her mouth and things of that nature. It's just really annoying to have a mom who acts like she's this perfect Christian woman, but at home she's the complete opposite. Like on some real shit. Like, that's why Christians get on my nerves, because they put on this act that they're this perfect person, and then have the audacity to say, well, I'm not perfect, I'm not Jesus. Like, please, like, I don't like that. Like, because it's fake as fuck, and you're not being genuine, and you're just doing it to perform. You're performing, you're putting in an act. That means you're not really feeling. That means what you're doing is not real. That, like, you know what I mean? What you're saying is not real. Like, how you present yourself, it doesn't give real nigga, like, at all. That's why I don't be hanging around Christians. I don't hang around church folks, because it's like an act. They put on this act, and I can't do that. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna say what I need to say, and I'm gonna just keep it pushing. I'm not gonna put on no act just cause, oh, God's watching. God is always watching. God is not always, like, y'all act like God only sees y'all for real on a Sunday in a church. Like, God sees you every day. Every day. So it's like once out of the week gives you this high, like, this high thinking of mentality, thinking that you're better than people, is weird as fuck, and I don't respect it, and I never will respect it, and that's why you don't see me in the church now, because I'm not gonna submit to that. I'm not submitting to how y'all do things, and you can't force me. At my big grown age, you cannot force me. Question number 15. When did you last catch yourself daydreaming? I be daydreaming a lot. Like, I'll say before I came here, like, I was daydreaming, trying to take out my hair, because I'm in the process of taking out my hair, and I was just daydreaming about me getting my own crib, LogicalMindz doing good. Yeah, just the same old way I'll be thinking. I be thinking like that every day, because I just believe in this. I believe in my brand, and I believe that I'm going somewhere that most niggas don't have the heart to go, because they rather do it fake. I'm not trying to be fake. I'm trying to be genuine. I'm trying to be real, and I'm trying to really show up. Question number 16. Why did you oversleep the last time you slept in too late? Because I was tired as hell, and I just be in my bed like, oh, why do I have to get up? Why do I have to do this? Why do I have to do that? But then I realized I know why. Because I'm a fucking person, and I'm grown now. So I got responsibilities, and I got things that I gotta do to assure who I am in this world. Question 17. What relationships do you consider to be your healthiest? I'm going to say right now, I'm going to say myself. I'm going to say myself right now, because I'm showing up, and I'm still getting my things done, and I'm still doing things that are important, and showing up in that way, getting it done. No complaints. Even when I am complaining, like, I still get it done. I still show up, and I still make it loud. Question 18. When have you ever been fearful about what comes next in your relationship, and how did you get past your fear? I guess the relationship with myself. So what I've been fearful that comes next with the relationship with myself, and how did I get past that fear? I'm not fearful of that, of the next level of the relationship with myself. I want it to be better. I want it to be more consistent. I want it to be more efficient. And I will get there. It's just a process to get all my ducks in line and checking all my categories of life that I need to focus on. But I'm trying. I'm definitely trying, and I'm doing the best that I can. Question 19. What's the problem you solved recently when you considered alternative perspectives? I haven't had any real problems. So with that question, I really don't have any answers. Question number 20. When is a time when your inner vision truly paid off at school or work? I would say for school, my inner vision came because we're doing a lot of audio and visual type of assignments, and I get them done pretty quickly, and I get them done efficiently. I get really good grades on my assignments, and it's paying off because this is a school that I just enrolled in, and I'm doing really well. I'm doing the best that I can as well, and I'm just really grateful that I'm doing well on my assignments because, yeah, I'm really grateful to be in school and to be still producing this podcast, if that makes sense. But yeah, I guess that is the end of the third eye part of the chakra. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for tuning in. Check out my Instagrams, Twitters, and the TikToks. And don't forget to check out my Logical Mind socials. And again, stay down till you come up. Stay out the way. Stay loving yourself. Don't let nobody tell you that your dreams are not obtainable. All you have to do is put in that effort every day. Put in a small amount of effort every day so that you can see the time go by and see that you're consistently working on yourself and working towards your goals and what you desire in life. Because I'm still here. I'm still producing my content. And I'm very grateful to still have that attitude to still produce my content. But yeah, thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for tuning in. Peace, love, and positivity. Logical Minds.